adults, or let me say old people, are withholding positions they shouldn't be in. I will go straight for political leaders. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I might as well go for it. There are people who are over their retirement age, but are still withholding the positions, and they are not investing more in private sector.
Why would you take your child to a TVET college or to a university? Because she said that, I think it's her, what she said, even after graduating, when you go look for a job, they need experience. Now, the question is, where do you get the experience if you're coming from university?
Universities should introduce in each and every course should have at least practicals. Those practicals are going to equip you for the future.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Yo, good? I am great. What do you think about adulting? That's a random question.
Let him stay.
Yeah. Okay, adulting. How do you find adulting? Recently, I've been watching a lot of TikToks, and there's this one lady, her name is Monet. She's been posting, or let me say vlogging, about how growth has been in her life, employment, and finding a way to balance education and her lifestyle. Well, not say lifestyle, but
You
yeah.
know what's the funny thing, or what I like about it is that she's a student, she's an entrepreneur, and she's also on social media. So she's juggling everything by herself without anyone's help.
Adulting, there's no memo to that.
Yeah, just doing it very consistently.
Way too consistent.
Mind you, she just moved out from res, where at res, you don't buy electricity and everything like that. And she just moved to a back room, and in a back room you have to buy electricity, and electricity is expensive.
Yeah, you think we could do well if we're outside the world after this? You think we could juggle it well?
Even I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't be able to juggle it well. Like, I feel like I'm still learning how to balance at school, all these other extra activities on the side, and also seeing as she's saying, she moved out of res into a back room. If you can imagine what a back room is, it's just a bed and an empty space. There's no. I'm sure maybe she's using an outside toilet, not to judge, but like
she's living in an apartment. I'm telling you.
Is it a full furnished apartment, or is it just
not really
she finished it herself.
Yeah.
Actually.
She's doing it herself, no sponsor.
She did everything herself.
Damn, bro.
Where's she getting the money from?
What?
She has
She has a business, man.
Also, is the TikTok also paying her?
Yeah.
Because now my thing is,
she is actually getting paid. I think brand deals, not necessarily TikTok.
No, I mean, TikTok on its own doesn't pay. It's on Facebook.
No, but she's getting brands.
I'm thinking if she's doing it, can someone else do what she's doing?
Yeah, there's Musa actually.
Yeah,
Musa is doing that.
Is he also eating from TikTok?
Yeah,
he just
got a
moved
brand
out.
deal.
There's a lot of money on social media. I'm telling you, there's a lot of.
Just gotta lock you.
Hey guys, I'm going to start a TikTok channel. Please follow me. __ I don't know what, but there's money.
There is
like
money.
real money.
There's money.
Money for me to move out.
Talking about that, I think that drives us to today's conversation. So today we're going to be talking about employment. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mandiwana, and this is The Future, a platform proudly brought to you by Univen TV. Who am I here with?
My name is Kevin, and I'm just glad to be seated on the table, which is going to discuss one of the most significant topics of our generation.
Ladies first.
Look at that, bro.
My name is Mutswaletswale, and it's my first time here, but it feels like I've been here.
Welcome home, actually.
Nice one.
Yeah, you have a
Yes,
beautiful
yes,
voice.
yes, yes.
Thank you.
And Netshimbupfe, it is I, the master chocolatier, Marole Rotondwa. And if you like chocolate, ne? Come line, don't come.
Oh,
But okay, yes.
You all's introductions are making me so jealous because I didn't do mine properly.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm back on your screen again. My name is Mantsho, aka Becoming a Nemangwele. I'm a second year LP student at the University of Venda.
Tata.
Okay.
Look at that. I thought you guys were. I mean, I thought you said you didn't have a good introduction, but it looks like it's me and
It's
her.
all
You
been
guys are
me.
like spend all night searching. Okay, it's cool. Yeah.
Now let's start to today's conversation.
Yes.
Today I feel like we're going to be talking about something which is a pain to everyone, not just us as students, but the world as a whole, which is unemployment.
Yes, sir.
And I would like to ask you guys a question. How would you define unemployment, like in your own perspective?
You want to go first?
Ladies first, obviously.
Yeah. Look
Okay,
at that chivalry.
For me, I think that unemployment is whereby you as a person, you are trying to find work or you're seeking for a job, but you can't find a job.
Mhm.
Also, people, and then youth unemployment now refers to people aged from 15 to the age of 34 who can't find employment.
What do you think about unemployment in South Africa? Do you think it's a question of supply or demand? Youth unemployed based on lack of skills, or is it that the government is failing to invest in private sector?
I like the supply demand thing, and with that analogy, I think let's say we have a high supply for a low demand. We are supplying a lot of doctors, a lot of nurses, a lot of all these other things, that police officers, whatever the case may be. But is the demand there for that high number of people? Is the demand there for those 150,000 doctors who are graduating every year? Where are those people who graduate? Where are they going to be put in? So I think it's a question. It's a thing of the supply is not meeting the demand, or I think maybe the demand was supposed to be high, the same level as the supply. Maybe that would work out.
Who then do we blame after that? Who do we look into? Who should be held accountable on that?
The government office. The
Okay.
people who are leading us.
Yeah,
And
because
she actually, I'm so sorry. She
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
raised a very nice point.
Mhm.
Or should I say, terms. She talked about unemployment on its own, and then she also talked about youth unemployment. And now I want us to dive deep into it.
Yes,
Do
sir.
you think unemployment is mostly affecting youth, or it's affecting adults, or is just everyone in general? Because based on the statistics, it's so bad.
I think
Because
it's
we're
youth.
above 30%, which is like crazy.
Can I just ask, Ne, what is the youth like? What is the age range of youth?
In between 15 to 35.
34.
34, yeah?
Yeah.
It starts at
34, yeah.
15.
16.
Yeah, those are
Yes.
adolescent youth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
what do you think about it? Kevin?
the unemployment,
Yes. Does it only affect us as the youth, or
It-
it's everyone's problem?
not only us, right? But majority of us is affected. Let's do this. Let's work on youth demography. South Africa has around 65.4 million people. That's like a generalization number of population, right?
Yeah.
About 21 million is made up of youth, in which 15 to 24 is adolescents and young adults. Then they make up around 10.3 million, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry for bad numbers.
It's just-
I just want my numbers to be there, right?
Okay.
It's something that I actually read. I know it's quite boring, right? Then the adults from 25 to 34 is about 10.7
Yeah.
million, right? The thing is, adults, or let me say old people, are withholding positions they shouldn't be in. I will go straight for political leaders. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I might as well go for it. There are people who are over the retirement age,
Yeah.
but are still withholding the positions, and they are not investing more in private sector. It's more of a privatization kind of investment, and that doesn't help with us. We have a nice facade on saying, oh, South Africa is good on this and that, but we are not equipping our youth. Yes, they have the skills and this and that, but there's no any infrastructure that is being developed towards them showcasing or imparting their skills in, so it majorly affects us because we are the future, so yeah, that's what I think.
And what's your take on it, Dr. Shitz?
I think everyone is affected. Also, simply because there are parents at home, they have kids, they have big families, but they are not employed, so they can be able to feed their families. And then now, when we go to the youth is unemployed. You just graduated today. You're hoping that you're going to find a job or an internship, but there's none of that. Because when you knock into a certain company, they're going to tell you that, oh no, we need at least 2 years experience. But you don't have that.
Yes.
You don't have that because you're just fresh from university. You don't have experience. They're supposed to give you experience so that you can be able to work. But they're not doing that.
How do you think we could solve that? The unskilled, let me say it well. A graduate going to the job market and they're unskilled. How do you think we can solve that problem?
I don't even think there's a solution to that. I'm just gonna give you a nice example
Mm-hmm.
of people who are at TVET colleges.
Yes.
After attaining, as of their N4, if it's not their N6,
And
Mhm.
sex,
in order
okay.
to get their diploma, they're supposed to be placed at a certain company or what, so that they can get their diploma after the N6. And if you go for degrees, or how would I put them, diplomas like civil engineering or any engineering degree,
Mm-hmm.
they don't get those opportunity after attaining their N4. Some of them have been home for like 10 years now because they're not getting the placement that they need in order for them to get their N6. Where does that bring us? Where does that take us? Are you getting my point?
Yeah,
That's what I'm
I
saying.
get your point.
We won't have any solution to it if the government is not making any means. Why am I supposed to go and work, find myself somewhere to work when the government can do that for me?
Look,
I think there is a solution.
there are solutions actually.
Okay.
The government is doing something. It's just not effective. The bureaucracy of it, corruption, lack of investment in those initiatives. That's some of the factors that are withholding the full effectiveness of it. We have SETAs. You know what SETA is?
Yes, yes.
In presidential youth
Yeah.
employment and all stuff. Those initiatives are there for them, but they're not for like permanent employment. They equip youth with temporal skills that are going to get them into the field, but not for permanent. That's what I understand.
Also, I wanted to ask you guys a question that, with what he said about at TVET colleges, what they do and how they do it in universities. Then I wanted to ask the question that, then where would you take your child, to a TVET college or to a university? Because as she said that, I don't know, I think it's her, what she said, even after graduating, when you go look for a job, they need experience. Now, the question is, where do you get the experience if you're coming from university? Because it's not every degree at university that gives you the experience. Unlike nursing and stuff, where they, when they're busy
They have
studying, they
practicals.
have a exact full experience. Other degrees, they don't have that. As
Just
a
theory.
as a scientist,
teaching.
I've never, okay, well, I go to the lab. I don't know if that counts as
It's being
experience.
practical actually.
Is
It's like you're shifting from theory to practical.
And
That's
it
something.
says that if I mix this and this, it's gonna give me
Yeah.
this.
Just
Yeah.
that you don't have a proper documentation of saying, oh, you actually underwent this.
yes, but then I'm thinking that maybe we should now go to colleges.
That's true.
No.
I also
I'm
recommend
not saying, I'm just saying, like, with
Okay,
what he said
personally,
of the
I
aftermath.
think that universities should introduce in each and every course should have at least practicals. Those practicals are going to equip you for the future and make you to be ready for when you graduate. You're going to have experience. For example, I'm doing media studies, but we don't have proper practicals that are built for us. You yourself, you just have to get up and be like, if I don't do this for myself, no one is going to do it for me. So
I
that's
like
just
how
how
you
it
made up
is.
that point. It's not only the duty for the university. It's
Yeah.
also up to us. As someone who's doing environmental sciences with a specialty, I understand that there are some programs in which I can involve myself in. Through that involvement, I'm going to get some certificate. Showcasing those certificates could
Yes.
put in a good word for me,
Wait, sorry, I wanna just understand something. Are you guys saying that practicals are the experience they're looking for when
They
you're
are.
applying?
They are.
They are.
Yeah.
They are.
Oh,
They just want to is this person reliable enough to hold whatever resources we're
Yeah.
going to dispose to
Can
them?
you be able to
Oh.
do the job?
Yeah.
Because if you're just sitting in class, all they're doing is just feeding you with theory,
Yeah.
it's theory every day.
Yeah.
You're not doing any practicals. And then now you're applying for a job, and now they want to know, can you operate this machine? You can't. All you know is just the book.
Just theory. And possibilities are you just absorbing that theory from AI or whatsoever
Exactly.
learning tools you're using and just spitting it out. It's not even something
then how about the university adopts the way that colleges do it, in the sense of
Yes.
when you're done with your degree, then they give you a period of waiting, let's say in a year or 2 years.
Yeah.
Go do the actual thing you're studying for, because
I
now
don't think when you're done.
Nah,
when
let him land. Let him land.
maybe you can change the system, right? But like I'm just saying, when you're done, they give you maybe a year or so. Like, okay, from now till then, go do a practical work of it. Go, if you, for instance, you're studying to be media studies, go record the news, go bear a record. Oh no, you know that the guy on TikTok who's like, oh, behind me, there's go do that. If I'm studying, what is it, accounting, go do some actual accounting in that year. Then come back and then maybe later on get your degree with a certificate of which this guy's actually done the work. Because being at uni doesn't mean you done the work. Because it's one thing, it's not going to be implying or implementing the knowledge you've gained at uni. That's the thing. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe if we do it that way, it could help with the experience issue.
I agree with him, but
I don't.
I was actually watching this other video in the morning, right?
Yeah.
Where they were bashing this to other ladies because she said that in order for us not to demand jobs or in order for us not to fall in the unemployment ratio or those people who are unemployed, it's better we develop our own skills while we still can. And then now people were busy talking in the comments. They were like, what do you mean we're supposed to develop our own skills when skills are expensive? And now that left me with the question. I was like, are skills really expensive or we just do not know how to actually develop those skills that we feel like we need?
okay.
Sometimes it's just laziness, honestly speaking.
Nah, don't say that.
Let me build on that.
Okay, yeah, build on it.
That's triggering.
Yeah.
That's triggering to
It
somebody.
is triggering.
That's triggering.
You know,
Man, speak land.
my
Sorry,
people are
land.
not lazy, okay?
Not everyone is lazy. I'm not saying everyone is lazy.
Yeah.
But in this instance, you can see that the university does not have a proper or official platform for you to gain experience. Why don't you get up from your bed and go and look for that experience? Because, for example, I'm doing media studies. For you to be able to work at maybe SABC radio, you need 2 years experience. Where are you going to get that if all you're doing is just sleeping, you go to your class, you come back and sleep? There's Univen FM, for instance. It's built for you guys, but all you do is just go to class, come back and sleep. It's part of laziness.
No,
Because
look.
no one is going to,
look
to come
into this.
at you and be like, oh no, if you don't go there, I'm gonna punish you. They're not gonna. They don't care.
I understand you,
I
but
think the problem is the wording.
yeah. And I think you're looking from it in the university perspective and you're speaking from privilege. There are other people who are so poor, impoverished to not even afford the phone you have. So don't speak from that. I think the only thing that we can do is put out information that is already existing to allow people to understand what's already existing that can help them gain skills. Like example, the School of Government in South Africa, which you can online go there and just learn skills for free, get a certificate of some sort. You see, for free. The government has been funding that. Just that a lot of people are not even aware of that. You see, so yeah.
You're gonna just say something, right?
Yes, sir.
There's something going on. I'm gonna talk about two things. One, there's the F&B Academy app that's currently running. I applied. I don't know about you guys. I applied, but I've not yet started with it. But it's also something that you could equip yourself with because I'm not doing computer science, but they were learning how to code and stuff. So as much as we might be saying is acquiring skills that expensive, sometimes it's really not. And I understand that some kids might not have the Wi-Fi and stuff, but it's things that we can make means to try. Because I was thinking about it, right? That yes, you see acquiring skills is expensive, right? But as the consumption of alcohol keeps on rising, where do we get the money to be consuming alcohol? Not saying all of the unemployed people are drinking alcohol, right? I'm just saying that some things are just really, you don't really have to pay to learn other things. Like building, you can go to a neighbor who builds and ask, hey, can I please come? Yeah, can I please go with you to work? You can go to somebody who cuts grass. Can I please help you out with it? Like you put yourself in a point of opportunity. There's a saying in Zulu or whatever, they say, if you don't get up and go look for it, you're never gonna find it. But if you get up and
Look, I agree with you, but I don't agree with you. Let me make it make sense.
Which is it?
How?
You now come to the question of exposure. Taverns are exposed to almost each and every street of every community.
But
So
it's a choice.
It's a choice of a community. So the community has to work on their choices. They have to reconstruct it. Understand that the youth has been going down the grave 6 feet alive, and it's not good. So we have to make sure that every cornerstone of this, the community have to make sure, every cornerstone, there's some sort kind of educational programs happening, something that is going to equip their people for the better of their community. You know?
I hear you.
Yes, sir.
There's also another thing which came into my mind as you guys were busy conversing.
Yes, sir.
Don't you think another thing which is taking the unemployment rate up as lack of access to internet? I hear you're talking about here is going to your neighbor asking for help. Help me learn how to build. Help me learn how to cut grasses. But there are those opportunities that I need internet or I need a device to access them. Don't you think the government really needs to look into that and maybe try and help? Maybe by we've got less libraries. I'll just give an example.
Yeah, we do.
Because I think in our community right now, we only have one. So maybe if the government can just invest in those things so that maybe we can just go to the maybe internet cafe, library to research about skills or attend classes or do something in order for us to learn those skills.
Can I just go with this first, right? I want to answer something you guys said prior of, I think you're asking, who do we blame, right? I think this is a two-way street.
Yeah, it is.
We can't really blame the government alone, also the people. I like what he's saying about the library. I have a library there by my village. I'm not going to mention the name.
I blame the community. The community is the people.
Okay, fine. But I'm just saying that, yes, there's a library, right? But till this day, no child goes into that library. So it's the thing of, if you can build a library for the people, but do the people want a library? Because I was writing a case study, they're saying that our Gen Z is by far the dumbest Gen Z because, no offense, so sorry, I'm also part of the Gen Z, so don't take it hard. So they're saying that we are by far the dumbest Gen Z because all we know is just how to scroll, and assignment is ChatGPT. We have less interest in thinking or doing things for ourselves.
Maybe that's what we've been taught. You don't know what you want until you're taught.
True.
You understand?
But it's not what we were taught.
But wait, can I just say this line? Somebody said it to me. Somebody said it to me. They said, no one is coming to save you.
Okay.
No.
So you can for the longest of times you can be like, no, but no one has taught me, but no one is doing this for me, but no one is. Nobody cares at this life. It's either you wake up, you do it for yourself, or no one else is gonna do. Because I'm also busy. I don't have time to come and say, hey, Kevin, look, do please chase your own dreams, please. Better yourself. I'm also fighting my own battles. So if you're always going to be continuously blaming the next person, when are you going to start blaming yourself? Okay, no, but now, okay,
But you should blame yourself. Like, you should be responsible for your own life.
Okay, I'm not blaming yourself. Don't blame yourself for unemployment. No, that's not what I'm saying.
No,
I'm just
not
saying
for
other things. Yes, not for unemployment. Just saying for acquiring skills. Like, it should be your own goal to be like, okay, this year, I want to acquire this skill. I want to learn how to do public speaking. I learn how to present, how to write novels, how to write articles and stuff. Maybe that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you were making
Also,
sense.
the government is helping because, no, listen.
Yo, big man.
Okay. So in TVET colleges, right?
Yes.
If you're 6'10" and older, and you can see that, you know what, school is not for me. I am failing. I don't understand anything in class. And I'm 16 and older, and I only have grade 9. I can take that grade 9 and go to college. So the government is helping in a way because they can say that not every child is able to better themselves in class, but others can better themselves with the work of their hands.
Here's my chat. I want to tackle both your points, right? How do you think it would be if there's some sort of partnership between employers, the government, and the learning sector?
Exactly.
Like, we should not undergo process of learning some things that are not even going to be useful in our lives. Suppose I'm saying, a kid knows, bro, I'm interested in this. Can we make it possible? Or the government or anyone around who has enough subsidy or cash to make it?
Also, I saw, I'm not sure if it's Vicky Limbalolo or someone else, but if I'm wrong, you'll correct me. They did a speech saying that some courses are useless. Children are studying courses which are not useful. But then why are you still funding those courses if they are useless? Because if I'm in grade 12 and I apply for NSFAS and apply for a certain course that you say is useless, but you're still going to fund me, it means you are just wasting the government resources by funding that course.
The conversation goes to corruption.
Taking me back to our conversation in the first episode when we were talking about career choices. That sometimes we choose subjects and then we end up going for something which is different just because I don't want to sit at home. I don't want to form part of those people who are not educated.
Yes.
But because I've been given an opportunity, let me go to the university, and plus the government is funding it. I have NSFAS, I have a bursary. Let me just go. Whereas I know I have got potential, I could have studied history, I could have studied science, and then went for something which I believe is going to help someone. Because I believe whenever you're also choosing a qualification, make sure that it's going to help another person in the near future. You can be, I wanted to give an example and I thought about it, it's going to be offensive.
Yeah.
So, but how do you guys say it?
Can I go first? I was thinking
Yeah,
about
you
something.
can go first. I have a question for you guys.
I think let's
I'll go
not
too.
cut down the costs. In the sense, it comes back to the demand and supply thing. Because let's say we reduce the courses that people do in university, then aren't you oversupplying? Because many of us are going to flood into the few left there. So instead of reducing, can't we make new courses?
No, we just have to invest.
Invest.
In privatization. I mean, public sector, not private.
Okay.
Like create something out of something.
Anything that has to do with the has to have
Also
to
with the-
do with corruption.
Also with
So
the
I think it's better to invest in the private sector because the public
No,
sector.
private sector does not differ from that because
They're all the
private has
same.
more personal gains of whoever is in charge than public.
But
There's no ad
public-
hoc with that.
All they're doing is just chowing.
Yeah, corruption, like I say. Question. With the knowledge you have, with the understanding you have as of what is happening around the world, what industries do you think youth or someone who's watching this should look into?
I think cybersecurity.
Mm-hmm.
Like anything, anything tech.
Yeah.
Anything
It's
tech.
been evolving.
Also agriculture.
yeah.
Yes.
Also entrepreneurship.
Ooh,
Yeah, you also do.
Also,
yes.
if you've seen that digital and media marketing is really making waves nowadays. Like, people are
Content
rich.
creators
Yes.
are making money, bro.
People are rich.
Okay, now can we now say that the lazy conversation with content creation? Because now, if we are saying that content creation has money, but it's only a few selected people actually going for it,
It
why aren't the rest going for it? Because we can
I'll
see.
be honest, I am lazy. I do have a TikTok account, but I'm not consistent in posting.
But it does not really need that. I'll be honest when it comes to my side. There's a period where I was not posting, I think, for like 3 months. And a brand approached me. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
nice. They approached me from my previous videos. And that's why I always say that, guys, just post whatever. You never know who's watching. They might be interested in whatever you're posting. I got my first brand deal when I was doing my grade 9.
Damn.
Now think about someone who has all the resources. They are studying at a university. Don't you think now they can create those skills for them or opportunities for them to actually start earning? And then that is going to take us where? To the reduction of unemployment.
Can I just ask for all the content creators here in Univen, right? Do they have anything for content creators here in Univen? Like, is there a partnership with the university? Like, does the university play any part in boosting the content creators at
No, they
Univen?
don't.
There's
Is there any investment in those guys?
I don't
No.
know that.
I honestly don't know, but I want to use myself as an example. Because
Please go ahead.
I think it does, honestly. Firstly, we can start talking about Bafana. Bafana was a content creator.
Yeah.
Where is he now?
It's part of the university
It's
media.
part of the university. So it's about how you're making visibility. Do you want to be seen? Because if you don't want to be seen, just like she said, she posts once in a while. And then
Yeah.
she doesn't
Stop
post.
waiting and do
Then
something.
are you expecting maybe the university to see that you're working?
It's making a fair point.
No. I want us to do something, right? I want us, as much as we're going to talk about something, let's also help the other child who's watching, who's a content creator. Uguti, for them, how do you then motivate a child who's at home, who's a content, who doesn't post every single day, who's
Also,
inconsistent?
There are people who are consistent, but
The numbers are not numbering.
also if you checked these days, for the past 2 weeks, if you're posting something on TikTok, your views are really low.
No, you're right.
That is
I've
why,
experienced that.
as for me, I'm now discouraged to post something because I'm posting something and then
Don't
I'm
discourage
gonna get
Mngana.
900 views. Like,
Look, child, my name is Kevin. I have a message for you. Stop looking to the green pastures at the end and focus on the process. Doing it or not doing it results to the same thing. But doing it helps because if you do it, there's possibilities of you making it. But not doing it, you're settling for failure and you're comfortable with it. So just do it, bro. Just do it, okay? Like he did. And I don't know about her, but yeah.
Maybe before we can even close, I want you guys maybe to come up or suggest solutions that you think can really help us when it comes to the unemployment. Maybe it can help us by reducing, even if it's not reducing, maybe for the unemployment rate to be still and not go up. What do you think are those things?
In the morning I was speaking to another guy, and then we were saying that how about, I don't know if this is a solution or what, but just hear it out. How about in every single, either the private sector or the public sector, right? When in every single position, let's say as a manager, what other positions are there? There's a manager, there's what? CEO, whatever, HR, administrator, receptionist, all those things, right?
Yeah.
I get it now, retirement is 60.
Yeah.
Yes. So now we are saying that, sharp, how about when everyone or anyone in those positions, once they hit 50, they have to get an intern or like a mentor, someone to train,
someone to
take over from them. So by 60, when they leave, that person enters that position. That way we'll be pushing that those people, no one stays in office until 60. Even politicians, this thing should also be implemented on those guys, because you question yourself, Uti, why are old? Okay, sorry, all you guys.
You're getting positions because you were part of the struggle, not because you're skilled to.
Yeah, and that's the crazy part. Yeah, that's what we're saying. Like,
we're not even part of the struggle. Like, they just happen to be born during the party.
Or the friend of like a struggle hero.
It's a sensitive.
That's actually very, very interesting.
That's
and then they're like
prodigy.
They just a prodigy that like everyone in every position, as even as a receptionist. By the time you get 50, get someone to be stepping in and learning.
It should be a law, actually. It should
be a law.
Yeah.
I feel like that way.
The unemployment.
Yes. How do you think we can fix it?
Okay. The thing is, we should stop looking to be employed at some point. Let's innovate something. Everyone is already looking into being employed. By who? Exactly. Do something. Corruption is inevitable. Corruption is always going to be there. Start something, even if corruption people come to invest to you. Just allow them, because you will be doing it for the other people. I'm not saying, wait, hold on. Let me say it so well, because that is like I'm pertaining.
It's like you have to be careful when you see such things, because it could be misinterpreted.
Come on, bro. Okay, let me say it well. Start something. Corruption is inevitable. Possibilities are the employment you're looking for. You might not get it, because nepotism has took rise and favoritism has been like the best friend of corrupted leaders or whoever is in job market. The only favor you can do for yourself is to apply for seed fundings. There are initiatives for that. NYDA, I know of that. You can pitch, do something for yourself. Stop looking for someone to come to save you, like you said. Just initiate something. They will find you in the process. You are the carrier of the vision. No one is going to understand you than yourself. So yeah, that's what I would say.
And what's your take on that?
Personally, I don't know.
Innovate.
Okay, I think that people should work for themselves, but then not everyone is born to be an entrepreneur. It's not going to work for everyone, so we can't say that everyone must now be an entrepreneur and start their own businesses. But if you see that maybe you're my friend and you're really business minded, right, I can stick by your side. You get
You're
it?
using me. You're using me.
That's the good thing about that's networking, actually.
No, but being my friend, because I have an opportunity.
But it is also in the university.
Hi,
they have this thing of public lectures and whatever. You should network with people. Don't just sit down and fold your arms.
You're quiet. You hope.
I think you highlighted everything I wanted to say, because I wanted to touch on that one of entrepreneurship. And I am so sorry, because this brings us to the end of our conversation. Also, if you have something to add on what can end unemployment or what can make the unemployment rate to increase, please do tell us in the comments, and don't forget to like, comment, and also subscribe. From me to you, I love you. What do you guys have to say?
You're loved, okay? Better comment, subscribe, and share the video, okay? We love you guys.
Also, just to plug everyone, there's a building there by education building. There's the other building by the side there. I don't know. It's called Yusiferi. As a student at Univen, this is how you get. I'm taking everyone from Univen. Go to that building. There are opportunities there. There are so many opportunities. Go there, ask questions, engage, and network.
There's LinkedIn too. Put yourself out.
Yeah, you should also create a LinkedIn profile and put your skills, everything that you've done, you should just put it there.
To hear more of this conversation, because you can hear that those people have a lot to say,
A mouthful.
please do the right thing. Don't forget to like, comment. And this is all for today. Thank you.
This is the future, yeah? The future. Nice one.